Hi and welcome to Visual C++ data entering form. Now let me show you guys how it works. Here we have a search engine. We can always search. Let me search for this very name, Felix. There we go. We have one Felix on board and we can refresh. There we go. Let's search for another name. Let's say we search for Tony. We seems to have two Tony Montana there, and it's actually all of the same data with different reference number. Okay, let's refresh, which means we can always delete Tony Montana, one of the Tony Montana information. Let's look for the latest. Okay, it's actually all the same, so let's just come in here and delete. Yes, we've deleted Tony Montana there. Okay, the other thing that we can do is we can update the value that we have inside the system, but first thing first, let's clear everything and let's enter other details. Let's say the name is Mike, or the registration number. Let's enter the reference number first, and the name is Mike Moore House. Right, address of Mr. Moore House, and let's say that is Beans Lane. There, and telephone number. Registration date. There we go. And proof of ID, passport, and date of birth. I think we can say he was born that very day. Membership, annual member, and there we go. So all I need to do is if I click on add, we should be able to see his details right underneath there. There we go. Okay, let's see Mike. Oh, there we go. That's him right there. Okay, if I click on this now, that's Sally, and here that's Mike. Okay, so we can also update. Let's look at another name here. Let's go to John. Okay, here we have John Jason, and let's assume the name is John Jonathan, so we can always just change that to Jonathan and just click on updates. Take a good look at this very surname here, Jason. Hit that. There we go. It's now Jonathan. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual C++ development environment, and let's put one of these together. Hi and welcome to Visual C++ data entering form. I'm going to start by clicking on create new project. Now let's select Visual C++ here. That's it. Click on that and click on next. And right here, just give your project a name. I'm going to call it CPP data entry there, and I'll then click on create. There we go. Our development environment is ready. I'm now going to click on the Solution Explorer there. Let's pin it down. Right here on the Solution Explorer, you see the name of your project. That's the name of mine. Okay, make sure it's highlighted. Select these properties. Click on that. And right here, this dialog box pops up. And the first place, if you're using Windows 32, then that's fine for you. But in my case, I'm using 64, so I'm going to change that to 64. You see where we have configuration manager. I'm going to make sure that is this one should be 64 as well, since I'm using 64, and this will be configuration will be on debug. The platform will be 64, and that is it. I can close that. Now back in here, let's select linker. Look at it. If you can't find your linker, sometimes it might be like this. Just drop it down and select linker. Right inside the linker, you now want to select system Now go to subsystem folder, click on that, drop it down, and let's select Windows subsystem. There. Now go back to your link right here. Let's select advanced. Right inside the advanced where you see the entry point, you can give that a name. I'm going to call my main. Click on apply and then click on OK. There. Now back again to this, to your project name. I'm going to right click on mine and let's select add new item. And right here inside the new item, or this dialog box, add new item, I'm going to select UI. Then let's select Windows Form. The Windows Form selected, the name is myform.h. I will click on add. There we go. The form is now coming up. We will end up with an error, but that's no problem. There we go. The window has opened up. In C++, you have to create your own form. And there's a forum. The details of this forum will be added to the description area of this very video. So let me show you guys the forum. There we go. This forum that shows you the process that I've just carried out so far. Okay, this is where I am now. I've done that. Now I've done this. This is completed as well. Main. Let's come down here. This is done. And the name of my project, the form name, myform.h. I am right here now. And for me to be able to generate my form, what I need is I need these lines of codes. So you guys will need that as well. So open up the lines of code, copy, make sure it's copied, copy it. I'm going to minimize that. Right, double click on myform.cpp, this very one. Okay, for you to be able to paste the lines of code, double click on myform.cpp. There we go. And right underneath myform.h, I'm going to paste the lines of codes. I will have an error. I now need to enter the name of my project, which is CPP data entry. Come in here, highlight this, enter CPP data entry. It's case sensitive, so you must enter it exactly right. You see that? That's gone. This is just a comment telling you what to do. There. So I've taken care of that. Delete that. So my form is officially ready. If I click on run, we should be able to see my form. But the problem is my form is not here yet. So I'm going to have to close the whole system to refresh it and reopen it again. So let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. And right there, that's my program there. That's my form. Okay, so I'm going to close that. And for me to be able to open up that very form here, for me to be able to open up the form here, I'm going to have to close that so that I can see, or so that I'll be able to gain access to the form. It's more or less like refreshing the program. So I'm going to close that. There we go. And right there, that's my program. So there we go. That's my form now. Look at it right there. Double click on the form. Now the form is building. The form is ready for you to be able to see the form. Click on design. That is your form right there. Now make sure the form is selected. Let's go straight to the properties and let's just enhance the look of our form. My form is going to be 1386 by 788. Press enter. That is my form. So I can minimize this for now. Okay, let's just minimize it all. Then I'll come straight to the toolbox here. Right inside the toolbox, I need as follows: panels. I'm going to have one panel here, and let me change the properties of this panel to border style. I'm going to make that fixed 3D. That's fine. Okay, now that that is done, I'm now going to copy that across. So first thing first, just go copy it all the way. Okay, now copy this very one, hold on to your control, we need 1 and that's 2, making 3. So this very one here, I'm going to drag it that much, and this other one here, this is going to be for my button, just like any other of the data entering form I created in other programs. So drag this that much. There we go. Now the next thing we want to do is to add as follows. We're going to add some buttons here in the middle. So there I will add one button there, and this very button I'm going to enhance the look of that same button. Come in here, let's just make that bold. Make it bold, let's say about 20. If it's too much, I may have to reduce that. And that is going to be known as admin. And the button itself will have a variable name of btn add new. Okay, let's copy this button across. Hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2. I think I'm going to need maybe about 6. And there. So these are the ones I'm just going to change the details around. Okay, I'm going to change the details of these. Let's pin this down. I'll change that to btn exit. And let's come down here and we just change this to exit. And this very one, this one will become, let's call this reset. And this is btn reset. There we go. And here I'm going to make that delete, btn delete. And do the same thing for this delete. Right, let's call this maybe update. And that will be btn update. There. Now up here I'm going to add the following. So that will be labels and text box. But let's see here, we can add combo box here. No, this is a data grid view here. There we go. And just bring it down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's taken care of. Now let's move on. Now up here we add labels. Label and text box. Let's change their details. That will be, let's change that to maybe about 20 as well, or maybe 18. Yeah. And this is going to be reference number. Let's see, maybe ref number. There we go. So that's fine. And I'm just going to copy these across. So let's hold on to the control, click, drag, click and drag, and one more down here. I'm going to need about 3 here. Here we go. Drag this along. That's going to be for my address. Then I just need just 1 here. Click and drag underneath here. And up here I'm going to need date time picker. Date time picker. There we go. Into that here. And underneath I need 2 combo box. Combo box. 1 and 2, and we just click enter their labels here. There. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come in here and change the details individually so that it becomes date, okay, and so on. Okay, and this one is going to be member type. Okay, I'm going to speed that up, guys. Okay, this is how the interface looks now. So let me even run it so that you guys see what I'm talking about. And there we go, guys. I may have to maybe move this one around, maybe bring this search somewhere here, but that's how it's looking. Now let's enter some, we have some details here ready, but in here, let's see, I have nothing in there, member type, and I have nothing for the fees as well. So you will see how I've taken care of this for those guys who are new to programming in C++. It's very similar to C# or Visual Basic. So I'm just going to make sure the object is selected. Let's come right here, pin this down. I want to change that. Member type will be maybe weekly member, monthly, and let's go for annual membership or quarterly. Okay, we just change that to quarterly and annual membership. There we go. We have 4 different types of membership there: weekly, weekly, monthly, and so on. Okay, here let's enter the fee. Okay, weekly will be, let's make that about 25 pounds. And monthly, we can make that about, this monthly, let's see, monthly will be about 100. Let's try that again. And quarterly, we can make that 300. Okay, and this will be 1,000. There, 1,200. I'll get rid of this. There we go. Click on OK. That's it. All of that is taken care of. So let's run it and see how that looks like. There we go, guys. So that is it. Right, that's fine. Now the interface is ready for programming. So let's take care of one thing now. Okay, for my database to be able to work, I need to now embed MySQL. So make sure you select the Solution Explorer. Let's get rid of this. Select the Solution Explorer. Right inside the Solution Explorer, come straight to the reference. Right click on the reference and let's select Add Reference. Now this dialog box pops up. Make sure this assembly here is selected. And right here where we have the search, type in MySQL. There we go. There. Okay. Now let's select MySQL Database. Make sure the check button, the check component here is checked, and click on OK. There. MySQL should appear here now. There we go. That's it right there. Alright. Now before I go any further, I'm now going to go straight into MySQL and let's create a table. So click on MySQL. Okay, I'm going to start work with my SQLs. I believe you guys know how to create a database on MySQL. I'm now going to click on the workbench here. So let's enter my password there. There we go. Let's just click on OK. Okay, I'm going to click on schema right here just to create a new table or a new database. I'm going to call my database, let's say membership. There. And I'll copy that. I'll call the table membership as well. Let's click on apply. And I'm going to click on apply again. There we go. Finish. And right here I should be able to see my membership. Look at it right there. Let's close that. That's it right there. Let's open up the membership. And here on the table, right click on the table. Let's click on create table. There we go. And that table, I'm going to call it membership right there. Now, see where I have column name. Click on column name. The first member is going to be ref number. That's for my reference number. And for the reference number, I'm going to have primary key, and this must be a value in there, and here make that unique. Now the next one, the next column, I'm going to enter first name. So that's 45, okay, 45 characters. That's the data type in there. In here, the data type is numeric or integer. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's go for another one. The other one I'm just going to call that surname. So the reason why I'm showing you guys how to create a database is for the beginners, because I know most of the advanced learners and intermediate learners, you guys know what you're doing. So for the beginners, this is an opportunity for you to just get your hands on using MySQL. So next is mobile phone. Then after the mobile phone, I'm going to enter, let's call that reg date. Okay, reg uppercase date, then followed by proof of ID. Proof of ID, that can be anything, so that's going to be character as well. Press enter. Then the next one is going to be member type. Member type. I think for member type I should enter date of birth first. Cut that off, DOB. And after that I'm going to enter member type. Member type. Now after the member type, finally I'm going to enter member fees. There we go. There. Let me check my system and see what I have in here. I have date of birth, member type. Okay, the only bit I didn't enter is the search, so that's fine. Alright, that's okay. So we're just going to click on apply. There we go. Right there. Okay, if we want to add anything, we can just click on that and add whatever we want to add. For now, to add something, all you need to do is come straight to the table. Drop the table down, select member and click on that as the table. Then we can add whatever we want to add in here. In total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns, so that's fine. I'm not going to add anything. Let's add it straight on my program. So that is taken care of. So let's come back to the program here. To start with, I'm going to double click on exit. And right inside the procedural area, I'm going to enter system. That will be column windows. And we want the form there. Column forms. And that form, column, let's get the dialog result. That is the data type. This very data type, I'm going to give it the following. That is the name of my data type. The variable that I've just declared is called iExit. So copy that and just paste it right underneath here. iExit equals message box. message box column dot show. Now, right in here, I'm going to enter the following speech mark, confirm if you want to exit. There, that is my first argument. I'm going to enter another argument, enter comma, and in here I'm just going to call it data entry form. Comma the field, comma, let's enter another argument. This is going to be message box button. Message box button dot yes or no. Okay, message box button dot yes or no. Then the other argument is going to be comma message box icon. There we go. And that is going to be dot. No, that should be column, not a dot. Column, question mark. There we go. And that's why we're having this error here. So let's correct that anyway. So that should be column. There we go. If we say column, we should be able to get the right. Yeah, there we go. That is it. Now that we enter that, we now use an if statement to validate the option selected. If I exit equals, I think that is equals. Let's see, dialog result. If it's going to take that from me, dialog result. And I'm going to settle for equals. Yes. Let's see what's going to happen with that. And enter curly braces. So I'm just going to say application dot exit. There. As you can see, I have an error here. So I'm just going to complete it all anyway. I'm just trying it out to see if it's going to work. So it's going to be all of this. Let's copy it all. Paste that there. There we go. Alright. So in here, oh, there should be a semicolon here. Oh, let's see. This might work. Let's get rid of this and see what's going to happen. Cut. Yeah, it works. It's just the semicolon. No, it didn't work. It's not just the semicolon. Undo that. Right. I think it works this way. Alright. That's fine. That takes care of my exit button. Alright, the next ones. Wait a minute. Supposing if I have an error, let's use try catch. Try. Why not? There's no harm in trying. So come in here, enter another curly braces there, and come right down here and just say catch. Catch exception, and that is going to be use the following. Close that, come out of it. Let's enter curly braces there. Let's do something so that you guys can see it all. Alright, so in here I'm just going to enter a message box. In this case, my message box is going to be as follows. Paste that in there. Bring this message box up here. And the next thing I want to do now is here, instead of question, I'm going to change that to information. Click, and that is it. Let's select information there. And here, instead of all of these, I'm going to get rid of them and just say ex column message box. That will be message box. Yeah. No, it's not column. It is dash message box. There we go. Okay, so from here I declare my variable here and I take it all the way down here. That is my exit. I'm going to run that and let's see how that works. Okay guys, let's try out the exit. Click on that button. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. There. And that is how we take care of exits. So the next thing is I'm going to call it the end of this first part of this tutorial, and I'll show you guys shortly.